just posted about protesting and things like that, and I thought about this while I was finishing getting ready for work, because you know I go to work, pay my bills and stuff, and I'm thinking about this. Hear me out. Protesting is great, because I had to think, I'm like, okay, why do people really protest and stuff? And I'm going to do a little bit more research on that, but I have come to the conclusion that protesting is great for the people around. I think it should get I think it's getting the message out for the people, like the community. I think that's what protesting really does, right? I think that's effective. You know, as I'm processing and all, I do believe that protesting is effective for the community, for the people, to get them out, to get their what's the word I'm looking for, to get the information out there to them. I think that's great for protesting. That's wonderful. You know, those messages and speeches that they have during protests, that's great. Like I said in my video, they do tend to get voter registration. They get information that people didn't know. So that's great for the people. Protesting to get in the ears of leadership, not so much. I feel that protesting is for the people. Boycotting makes the change, right? Boycotting makes the change. And so there's that difference between protest and boycotting. So people keep talking about protesting the schools and protesting and this. I'm like, that's the difference between protest and boycotting. You want to boycott businesses. You want to boycott schools. You won't want to protest. All you're doing when you're doing a protest is, in their mind or in their eyes, you're just creating a racket. You want to boycott. You want to take away. That's how you take away their power, when you take away how they make their money. So if you're at protesting, if you're at these protests and those speeches are going and they're talking about how you need to vote, you need to vote, you need to vote, which is very, very true. You need to get out there and vote and save save your community. All right. I don't always feel like politicians are on the sides of the people anyway, but there are some that are. So go ahead and try to make sure you're putting in the right people that are actually on your side. I think that if you boycott things, businesses, places, things like that, then that's going to be more effective. If you have these leaders in office that own businesses and they're still making their money in these businesses while they're in, and they're insider trading, by the way, and they're insider trading on their own business and stuff, then yes, you need to boycott said businesses. All right, because those are the ones that's going to make the change. That's going to be the change. When you start affecting people's money like they're doing our money by raising the gas prices, raising the grocery prices, when you start affecting their money, then they're gonna start listening to you. Okay, so if you're not, if they're not talking about that at these protests with these speeches and stuff, then I don't feel like some of what they're gonna do is gonna make sense to people. And then there's this thing where people be like, well, I can't go without this, I can't go. This is true. There are certain things you just can't go without. Okay, you can't go out, you know, food, water, shelter. You kind of want those things. So, but there are extracurricular things that can be done without. So, you know, protesting versus boycotting, to me, boycott gets things done, protest gets the message out there. Yeah.